Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Yuki says good morning. Uh-oh, my tablet's at 41%. It should make it through the live. We should be fine. Let me just pull up chat. My voice is still spotty, so bear with me. Hi, Blue Skies. How are you? My desk. This is my towel from when I was doing my Medusa page, and all the green is everywhere. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You gonna pick it up, Blue Skies? Okay. My desk is a mess again because I've been cleaning up my second desk behind me. So I've just been throwing things on this desk. I've been cleaning up my computer area. I am. This game that I want came out, or it comes out next week. It's in early access right now, but it comes out next week. And my computer, as it is now, can't run the game. It's not upgraded enough. So I am going to be working until my soul is no longer a soul, so I can upgrade my computer and play this game. It's kind of like The Sims, um, but I guess it's supposed to be like The Sims competitor. And I've been watching gameplay videos of it, and I need it. But I can't play it until I upgrade. So, um, wish the book was at Ollie's. I know. I don't have an Ollie's out here, so you guys are pretty lucky. You guys get to find little hidden gems at Ollie's. So I did start another page on my own. I started the border page. I know you guys can't really see it, but I started doing the wood around it. Is it just my phone that's like super dark, or am I just, anyway, it seems like it's really dark, but I guess not. So I started the wood. I was going with like kind of a reddish looking wood, so that's that page. So, but we're not doing that today. We're gonna finish working on the, we were doing the Little Mermaid page. So we're gonna finish that. Okay, so now I need to find a nice, and I might just use this same brown here that I used, and I think I'm gonna use that actually for the rocks because it's actually a nice reddish brown. So I might actually go with that. And thank you. I might actually add a little bit of black. So yeah, so this game is basically like the competitor for The Sims. And from the gameplay, like I said, it's in early access, but from the gameplay, it seemed really good. You can do quite a bit. Like you could actually, because in the last Sims, you just kind of disappeared into the void when it was time to go to work and stuff. You can actually buy a car. This background is like all pencil. I use Derwent and Polly's. I'm just adding black. I was gonna do it last night, but then I got caught up in watching game videos, so I didn't do too much. Um, so you can like buy a car. Everything is like hyper realistic. The game is called Inzoi. Um, I believe. And I was talking to Mary. Mary's grabbing it, and I'm like, yeah, I want to grab it too, but I know my PC's not gonna run it, so um, I'm gonna be behind a bit. Linda, yeah, I came live. I was like, you know what? Let me hop on for about an hour or two because I hopped into your live and then you were getting off. And then I hopped into View's live. She was on for a little bit and then she got off. And then I hopped into Foxy's and it was ending. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, I literally missed everybody. So um, I'm like, let me just hop on because I'm just missing everyone. So, Olinda, have you heard of this game called Inzoi? It's kind of like The Sims, but it's supposed to be like their competitor. Um, it's in early access right now, but it's almost like I don't want to say you have to have a supercomputer, but I was talking to Mary and it's not you. We love you. I was just like, I said, I'm missing everybody. I'm coming in, and everybody's like, okay, I'm leaving by. I'm like, what? I'm like, okay. I'm like, I know how to bring everybody back to one spot. I'll just hop on. So, it's on Steam. It's on early access right now, and you have to like. I sent Mary the system requirements and stuff. I think she meets the requirements. Her computer, Enzoy is the name. I'll put it in chat. Um, her computer meets the requirements. She has a gaming PC. Um, like I guess I don't know if it's like like she got it from the store type gaming PC or if she built it. Mine is custom built, but I haven't upgraded in years, so I need to upgrade. From what I've seen, I need to upgrade my processor and my video card or my graphics card, one of the two. Hey, View, Foxy. Sorry, wrong person. Hey, Foxy. It's early. It's like barely 11 o'clock. Um, so I sent Mary the system requirements and then she showed me what was on. She showed me how to find out what kind of things I had going on my computer because I don't ever remember like what I have in my computer. So I figured that out and then I was like, okay, I need to um, I need to find out and I'm scared to do the research and I don't really know how to do the research to see what I need, but I do have someone that knows. So I'm just gonna give them all the info and they'll help me figure it out. Tell me how much I need to save, how many organs I need to sell, you know. Um, they're all pretty creepy, Brittany. If I have a flip up on my channel, if you haven't seen a flip through, everybody, it's about 1 million of them on YouTube now, but um, they're all pretty creepy. He did like there's The Little Mermaid is in here, Sleeping Beauty, Pinocchio, Peter Pan, to name a few. Um, but I think it's still pretty cool. So if you look at this side compared to this side, like where I added the black, it just gives it like a deeper, because this side still kind of looks a little flat, but this side has like a little deeper shadow. So view, yeah, they are all originally creepy anyway. So he's not really he's just taking it back to its true form, really, and then adding his own little spin on it. Because fairy tales aren't all. I don't know any of them that are actually, you know, cupcakes and rainbows. Other than what like Disney takes and puts a spin on it. So, thank you, View. So I was watching someone play last night in early access, and it first of all, the it just looks way more realistic than The Sims. And they were saying like, right now it's in early access, but they're gonna add like a whole bunch of other stuff, and um, until the game officially comes out, all of the DLC and the updates is going to be free until the game officially comes out. So long as it's in early access, all the updates and stuff are free. um, View. So I'm sorry. Um, I basically I watched like maybe two or three people like stream it live, and then I watched a video where they were talking about optimization and things like that. And even though it's like I said, it's early access, so it's probably going to be some bugs, but they were saying like they're working on better optimizing it. But I still think you need to. It's not going to change the fact that you have to basically have certain. Yeah, View, you are busted. Um, you have to have a decent, first of all, video card, and my video card's years old, so it still plays. It'll still let me play the games I want to play, like the older games that I play, like my Sims and like my main games. It'll let me play those games fine, perfectly in Ultra. But once I start getting into these like new games, like Enzoy and even the new Monster Hunter, I had to get it on PlayStation because my PC isn't running it well. So, well, isn't running it at all. It won't run it at all, actually. So I didn't buy it on PC. I got it on PlayStation. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to bite the bullet here and do an upgrade, and that's just gonna have to be that. But I'm gonna have to save for it because this upgrade is not gonna be cheap. Um, so I will be a little bit behind on this game, but I do want it. That's gonna, as soon as I upgrade my PC, that's gonna be one of the first um things I buy. That first game. Excuse me. Right, Linda, exactly. Okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, that started. I woke up this morning and I was like coughing, and now I'm back to sneezing again. I'm like, okay, so now that whatever that is that I had, I was getting better, and now I think my allergies is like, okay, my turn. So I hope not, but that's probably what's about to happen. um, but I do feel better. I'm just kind of over my nose at this point, and My throat is like really, well, more so, not necessarily my throat. My mouth has been really dry. Um, and I've been drinking a lot of water, and I had like some throat lozenges, and just, I think the tea made me nauseous, so I'm like scared to drink another cup of that. But feeling wise, I do feel better. And even if I didn't, it's kind of like, okay, I still got to go to work because trying to sneak in some overtime. All right. So I added some black. So let's work on these. There's like some rocks back here. It's only like three of them. Um, I'm going to start with like this pale pink, and I'm just gonna use the colors that I used on that front page because I think this is part of that rock. Um, I like the color. It was like a color I was using for wood, but I'm just gonna use it for this rock. Um, I'm just gonna put a super light base. So I think I do want to go with a green for her. There's someone outside, so you'll hear Yuki. He's directly behind me on the floor, so you might hear him barking at this person who doesn't even hear him. Yeah, Linda, he randomly barks at stuff. Hang on one second, guys. Okay, I had to clean my nose. Right, so yeah, he'll bark at them for a bit and then he'll stop. Or sometimes he'll go and he'll go, the person will be long gone and he'll still be barking and I'll be like, dude, they're gone. Like, what are you barking at? And he's looking at me like, nah, I don't believe you. I'm gonna bark for another 10 minutes or so. So, uh, um, I did. I was watching View earlier, and she was putting up that Daniel Smith stuff on her page, and I almost had a heart attack. I was like, oh my god. And then I remembered that she did get a. She ordered a second book. She ordered the UK version, so my heart attack subsided a little bit. But I was like, what is she doing? She's using that stuff again, but it always works for her. And I know I if I were to do that, I know my luck. Like it won't work for me like it works for her. So I'm not even gonna make that attempt. Um I just kind of get my excitement through watching her when she does it cuz it works for her. Though it would this would all go a lot faster um if I was able to do that, but nope. I don't want to test that theory. Hi Ivy. Leave my puppy alone. He's a freak. Yeah, he is, cause he. Listen, if it does not involve treats or pet rubs or food in general, he doesn't care what it is you're talking about. when I call him, he has to see what it is I want before he actually comes to me. But if you did mention some gold watercolor ground, and I kind of want to try that, like just maybe like for accents or something. Um, See, there he goes. There's not a soul around. Bye, blue skies. Thanks for stopping by. Um, yeah, so back to the game. So, like, you can, so when you start, first of all, the character creation, I think it's got the Sims beat. And when I say beat, I mean like really beat, beaten to the ground beat. And I was watching people do it, and I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, okay, this is like, when I seen like the little trailers and stuff when they first started talking about the game, I was like, oh cool, this is probably going to be like The Sims, you know. When I was watching and I was looking at those character creation screens, I was like, oh my, someone made Beyonce and it looked just like Beyonce. It was creepy. I was like, okay, this is like really in depth. The clothes, top notch. And I was watching the kind of like the developer stream, I guess, and they were talking about that they were like getting in partnerships with like different companies and stuff. So they already, I guess, have one with Honda because one of the cars you can buy in the game is actually a Honda, and it is a car that does exist in real life, which is kind of cool. Um, I was like, that's pretty cool, and the places, the backgrounds, the lighting. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I need this game because I like the like life simulators and stuff like The Sims, and you know I like to build and decorate in those kind of games. And right now, as far as like customization and like furniture and stuff, it could be better, but compared to The Sims, the items look better. It's just not an extensive amount of them yet because you know the game is new. So um, I am dying to upgrade my PC so I could play this game. And I'm like, okay, I might just have to kind of watch people play to kind of relax my soul a little bit because like I said, this upgrade is not going to happen overnight because it's not exactly cheap. I think my video card alone is going to cost me a couple hundred. So, um, but when I tell you guys the graphics, oh goodness. So if you like The Sims, you're definitely gonna like this one. You can control, like you can take control of the character, so you don't have to just like click on the refrigerator and like your person walks over there. No, you can walk over there yourself using WSAD. Um, what else did I see? You can the character traits, they actually give you an extensive like it's very extensive, and you go on there and it's like, you know, this is your character trait, this is what, you know, this, that, and the third. And then you can also pick like the kind of life you want to live. Okay, bye Brittany, have a good day. um it's very extensive. Like one of the things is like, if you want to be, let's say, an entertainer, if you want your Zoe to be an entertainer, so it has like a whole little thing there where like you can view the stats and the this and the that, and this is all just the character creation screen. We haven't even entered the game yet. Um, you know, so then that's just like after you pick your trait, or I can't remember if it was after or before, you pick the kind of life you want to live. And then after that, you pick where you want to live. And right now, I think it's only 3 areas. I only seen two because everyone always picks, or so far have always picked one of the three. I seen someone pick, it's like a city area. So I seen someone pick that area this morning. That was the first time I seen someone pick the city area. I was like, oh, finally, someone picked something different. And then there's another area that kind of looks like maybe like a, it kind of reminded me of Santa Monica Pier, if anyone's ever been there. It's got like this big Ferris wheel, and it's just really pretty. So everybody always picks that area. I don't even know what the third area looks like because I haven't even seen anyone so much as hover over that area. So I don't know what it looks like, but there is a third area. Um, and naturally, I can just Google it and look. But when you see someone actually playing the game and you see like the lighting and the um, how the light is, like on one part this girl was playing and it was like 7 a.m. and it really looked like it was 7 a.m. It wasn't just like, how some games it's like, okay, the sun is out bright and shiny. No, it looked like it was 7 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, wow, that's something. And she was like sitting at the table, and her Zoe, I almost said Sim, her Zoe was like eating breakfast, and the reflection and the light coming in from the window, it just, I was like, oh my gosh. I said, okay. So not only do, and that was at that point when I was like, okay, not only do I need a new graphics card and new RAM and a new processor to keep up with this, because I want to run mine on high. I'm sorry. Um, I need to see all of the, and these guys were like running theirs on medium, and it looked immaculate. But you guys know me. I want to run mine on high. So the monitor I have is a I didn't even do any. I did these rocks with the other colors, but I didn't do this one. Um I am going to need a new monitor, but I think I'm going to get that last because it's not really, I mean, yes, it's something I need for sure, but compared to the other things I need to actually run the game, I need to get that first. Then I can save up for my monitor because I know that's going to also be a pretty penny because I want to move from 1080 to maybe 2K. I don't think I need a 4K monitor, but a 2K one would be nice. Um, so I have to really kick everything into gear because when I tell you I am now officially obsessed with the game and I don't even have it yet, and it's like you don't need to have on, because someone was creating their house, and unlike the Sims, you don't need to have bb.move objects to put things and move them off the grid. You can just put it where you want to put it, which is really cool. I was like, oh, they are going to have cheat codes, and I'm like legitimately sitting here talking like I'm getting paid for this by them. I promise you I'm not. um but I was just like really, I was kind of moved, especially by the graphics. I was like, okay, when I say I want a game with good graphics, this is what I'm talking about. Like, and it still runs good. So I'm like just moved by it. I promise they're not paying me. I don't even know these people. So I also noticed that there was like some, I guess, AI features in it where you can like do certain emojis, and your Zoe can do the emojis in the game. You can like record a video and they will do whatever it is you recorded in that video or something like that. The people I was watching didn't really dive too much into that, so I don't really 100% know how it works. Uh, but and I probably wouldn't dive too much in it myself either, because I just want to build and have my sim go through random life stuff. So I won't be diving too much into that. I don't think it's something that am particularly interested in, but it's there for those that, are interested in it, I guess. Uh, so that's what I was doing last night. I was just like sitting here and I was doing a little bit of coloring on the front border page of this book. I started this one. So I was doing like the border and I'm sitting watching Enjoy videos. So I'm like, and I was texting Mary. I was like, "Are you getting this? Like, have you seen this? Do you see this live stream? Like, because I know she plays a lot of The Sims like I do. So I'm like, do you see this? Are you getting it?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, we're getting it." And da da da. I'm like, okay, dang it, let me keep up here because I gotta upgrade and So hopefully Mary will do some streams if she can get it working properly, because I know when we were trying to stream The Sims, it wasn't quite working for her very well. But hopefully she'll do some streams and then I can just watch until I'm actually able to play myself. That would be nice. But I'm like, oh yes, I need this. I need to get my upgrades together. So you guys know how I am when it comes to my video games. And once I see one that I like want and that I'm like interested in, I'm like, okay, pedal to the metal. I need it, please. Thank you. So I started like, and I once I go to work tomorrow, um, what's today? Thursday. Yeah, tomorrow. I have to think about it. It doesn't feel like a Thursday for some reason. But once I go to work tomorrow, hopefully, the person who's gonna help me figure out what I need works tomorrow. I don't 100%. I mean, I don't know his schedule at all. I know he's there on Mondays and Tuesdays. I don't know if he has the same off days as me or not. I don't know, but I'm praying he's there so we can get this ball rolling. Cause when I say I was, you want to get into some games you haven't played in a very long time. Yeah, I mean it's gaming is like my main hobby, believe it or not. As much art and drawing and stuff that I do, and it seems like I do more art and stuff. Gaming is actually my main one. I play a lot of, I guess they're usually classified as like cozy games. Lately, I used to play a lot of Call of Duty. I don't play much of that anymore. Um, Most of my gaming is cozy games. I play a lot of like, well, not a lot of, but like multiplayer games where you can play with your friends and not necessarily against other people, even though, I do play those too. But I like the ones where it's kind of like Monster Hunter, where you have to, it's like you and your friends against like the environment or the monsters or whatever it is you guys are fighting against. Um, so I would say just start off with something that's not going to stress you out. Because if you start off with a game that's going to stress you out, then it might deter you away from gaming. Though, honestly, I do play some games that will stress me the F out. Like, there's a new Ninja Gaiden game that's coming out, and I'm definitely grabbing it. And that's one of the games that will literally have me out here breaking gaming supplies. So, I, but I'm used to playing like games that stress me out, so I'm okay. I'm not gonna break anything, I promise. But it'll make you go there if you're not used to that type of thing. You'll look up and be like, "Uh oh, I threw my controller against the wall. And now it's in 152 million pieces because the game teed me off." Um, but for me, I'm kind of used to it, so I'll sit my controller down and then I'll stomp off and have a total tantrum like a 4-year-old child. Um, the last game you played was, oh, I like Plants vs Zombies, like the original one or like the multiplayer one. I've played them both. I like them both. I haven't played in a while. Um, the last one I played was the multiplayer one, and that was like maybe 6 or 7 years ago. It probably was. Well, yeah, probably around there somewhere. Um, the multiplayer one. Yeah, I liked being the sunflower. I was the sunflower, so I was going around, just happy healing. I usually play the healer when I'm playing games that has healers in them, um, or like the person who lays like traps and stuff. But yeah, I was a little just happy little sunflower, just bouncing around. Um, but well, I played when it like first came out, so it had a lot of bugs, and it was kind of annoying me, so I stopped playing. But I love that game. That game was fun. Okay, so we got the rocks done. I don't think there's any more rocks. Now, I do want her to be green. I don't know what kind of green. Honestly, I feel like because there's like this area here, I feel like should be some of these rock colors maybe, but I'm not sure yet. Um, I want to add. I think I do want her to be green. I can't think of any other color but green at this moment. It's not coming to me. Um, I'm like, well, what other color would there be besides green? Because I know I want, this is Ursula, so Ursula's gonna still be like kind of a purple, but I think I want her to be like a dark purple. I don't want too much on this page to be what you call it? It's bright. That's the word. So I can do her like green, and then maybe like her fins and stuff can be light green. Her hair could be, but she's supposed to be like the Little Mermaid. So her hair is technically supposed to be red, but I might make it white or like gray, make it look like she's an old Little Mermaid. So let's see if I have what kind of green I want to be. You're gonna do her like a trophy statue. Ooh, that'll be interesting. All right, so for greens for her. All right, I'm gonna have to like. Okay, so I have. I don't want it to be too bright, so I don't want that kind of green. Maybe something like this dark green. I want a little bit of bright, but I don't know if I want like that grass green bright. This one's really nice. I like this one. That's in the polys. Um, do I want green though? I think I'm gonna hold off on her because I can't figure out if that's what I really want. I do want some type of purple. think these are pinks. I don't have any purple combos. Uh-oh, that's not good at all. All right, I have them and they're not written down or something. Fascinating. Who's leaving? Oh, bye, Ivy. Yeah, so do I. And I was looking at like this one down here. Oh, you guys can't see. There's this one that has like some brown in it, but I kind of wanted to save that for like the plants or whatever these things are that's kind of around. Um, we could do green and red for her. I don't see why not. Like her fins. So like this part could be green, and then like her fins can be red, like a dark red. I think I'm gonna go with that. It's just the green. I'm trying to figure out which green because I like this one. Let's see what kind of reds I have. I might have. Oh boy, I didn't color in. Maybe this one. I haven't done. I think reds is what I was doing next. So my reds, anything after blue is like non-existent. But I do like this green. Maybe we'll go with that. Can always come up with a new green if I don't see anything particularly interesting. This one also, all of my zombies would be green. I don't know of any other perfect color. Yeah. That's why like I know for sure I don't want like a bright green. I want something dark. So like this one I'm really leaning towards. Or this one. I think I like this one a little bit better. This one. That's in the polys. Okay, let me grab those colors. Um, and then I need to write down. I wrote down. Did I write down the colors I was using yesterday? I did, but where did I write them at? Does anybody remember? Did I just write them on a random uh paper? Or did I write them in my book? Here, let me see. It's possible I didn't write them down. I could always go back and look in case I didn't, but I don't think I wrote it down. No, I did write it down because... Oh, I know where I wrote it down. I wrote it down on here because I like the combo. I wanted it in my combo book, so I wrote it on here. So I do have that color, so I can do that. And then for the colors that I have out right now, well, let me get the colors for this green first so I can have them out. So I already have black out. It's right here. I'm going to need chrome green oxide. That's this one. Juniper green. Where's that at? That's this one. That's interesting that I have that in there. Permanent green. what kind of mix? An earth green yellowish, which is the lighter color. If I can find it. Okay. That is an interesting mix of greens that I have there, but I guess at some point it worked for something. So it worked enough for me to put it in my comic book. That's for sure. Okay. So now on one of these pages, the special combos pages, is where I'm going to put this other one because like here I have hair, I have metallics. Um, I have 3 pages of metallics because I think this one was just Prismacolors. This one was polys. This one is polys, but like these aren't the golds. I think this was like the blue steel hair combos, and then these were my Christmas combos. So I'm gonna snag a page from back here, and I won't color the page, but I am going to. This is going to be combos for wood. Hey Taylor. Nah, you're not late. I'm gonna be on for a little bit. You oh stop. Okay, so this is going to be wood. So I used this was in the polys. So this one was more like kind of like a redwood, and I used the polys. So I had used and I might need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I used cinnamon. So if anybody wants to write this down, it's number 189. I know the polys did change some of the name of some of their pencils, so I'm also putting the numbers. Middle cadmium red. Burnt sienna. I'm pausing on the numbers because they have the numbers in gold and it's a little hard for me to see because I have my light so bright. Is that an 8? Sure. May or may not be. I'll have to check on that later. Burnt umber. I know that number by heart. I should probably double check, but I know that's the number. Walnut, brown. I also know that number by heart. And then we have black, which I'm just gonna write there. That's fine, because and that number is pretty easy too. You know, it'll be fine, and then I'll color it in later. So that's a good combo for wood. If anybody, but it's like a red wood. It's not like, you know, your normal wood. It's kind of like that red wood. Like the rocks we did on the page, it's the same combo. You don't have to use it for wood, but it is good for wood. Okay, come on now. All right, and then I'll just put that in there. I just be adding stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna put them up, but like I said, I think I'm just gonna do it as I add to the book because if I just wait, I mean, my greens are pretty much done, but what happened is I was like, okay, I'm gonna put one sheet up of greens. You guys can't even see it. Okay. I was like, okay, I'm gonna put one sheet up. And originally I was like, I'm gonna wait till all the greens is done. But then I ended up adding more for the polys, added more for the Holbeins, and I think added more for something else. I think the Pablos or something. And then I ended up doing the same thing for the blue. I was like, okay, wow, all right, I got the blues. I'm gonna put them up. Then I started adding more for the polys, for the Holbeins. I was like, okay, I added some more for Prisma, believe it or not. I am doing Prisma combos too, even though I don't use them that much. But I am testing these combos before I put them in here. Or I have already used them on a page before I put them in here. So sometimes I will refer to that. Sometimes I will have combos up and on my own, and I'll be like, okay, here's another one. Now I gotta add it to the book type of thing. So with that one that we just did, it was like a, I don't think that goes there. It was like a, what did I don't know. I was just, last night, listen, I was watching those videos for that new game, and I was just doing stuff. I was like, okay, I need this and this and this and this. Oh, and this looks good. I need this too. So, uh, you know, it, me. All right, so what goes here? Something's missing from here. I feel like black was supposed to go here for some reason. Am I missing a color? What color is this? Burnt umber. I think black. Okay. I don't know. My pencils are, I haven't put these back in order yet, so they're a little all over the place. It's fine. Look at me being kind to the Prismas. Yeah, I mean, only for you guys. I don't use them like that. Only for you guys. Oh, I just put black away and I need it. Why you guys didn't yell at me? You should have been like, hey, you need that. Get that pencil back out. All right. So I'm just going to sharpen these. So she's going to be green. We're going to get her together. This one's already sharpened. Good deal. I don't have to sharpen it. This one too. Yep. So here we go. Alrighty. Let me get us back in frame. Okay. So I am going to start with this hand because it's here. And I did get a little red on it, but it's fine. Might as well do this too. Get her face based. She looks really creepy. Like that smile comes all the way up. So what else is going on? Not really much. I didn't do much yesterday. I'm not gonna be doing much today either, honestly. After I'm done here, I'm gonna retwist my hair, and that's maybe play the game a little bit later, but I won't be doing much. we got our base. I don't know how, I haven't used this combo in a while, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. So, I'm just going to, I think this side is going to be dark. Just kind of putting where I think the shading and whatnot is. I'm just following his in this situation because I don't feel like trying to come up with my own lighting and all that. So we're following Kirby's for the most part. And let's just work on one thing at a time. So let's do the arm. The alcohol markers and the streaking, I'm trying not to lift the marker up. If you, so to stop alcohol markers from streaking, guys, so a lot of people will just like go like this, right? They'll keep lifting it up and putting it back down. But with alcohol marker, and especially like certain types of paper, you gotta think that it's soaking into the paper. So you want to move in circles, and you want to make sure that you can see like when it's being saturated and when it's there's not enough ink. So when it's not enough ink, that's where you're getting those streaks from, and you're moving too fast over that area. So if you go in a circle and you not move very fast, because the faster you move, the less ink certain areas is getting, and that's where that streaking is coming from. In case you guys didn't know, just a bit of info. That's what I've learned when using those things. I like to use them, but sometimes I like to use them in my mythographic books. But if you're moving too fast, because I mean, you can lift it, you just got to make sure that the area has enough ink before moving on to the next area. So, like, a lot of times you'll see people, like, especially in those annoying little bold and easy books that I'm so tired of seeing. They're cute, but I'm tired of seeing them. But you'll see them, like, and they're not, I don't want to say they're not really colorist, but some of them aren't. Some of them are just doing it because it's popular. So they're like, oh, let me jump on the bandwagon. So for those, they don't know how to use the alcohol marker. So they're doing this. They'll draw a line, and then they'll draw one underneath, and then they'll draw one underneath, and you'll see like all these streaks. And I'm like, somebody please teach them how to use the alcohol markers before their next video. And I'm already annoyed by it because they play just like music. And they're like, oh, ASMR, bold and easy coloring, whatever, whatever. And I'm like, oh no. Like, the actual colorist who uses them and, color in the bold and easy books, you can see the difference. Um, but there are some where they don't really know how to use them. So you see like all these streaks, and they don't particularly care about the streaks because you don't hear them talking about it or anything. But um it's like it's hard for me, it's hard to watch. It's already hard to watch because there's no one talking, or you've added subtitles across the screen and now I can't see anything but those bright pink subtitles you've added, and now the music's blasting, and it's just like a whole bunch of stuff going on, and then you don't know what you're doing with your coloring supplies, and you're not even trying to learn how to use them. You're just putting color on the paper for YouTube views. And I am an idiot sitting there watching it, adding to their YouTube views for all of like 2, 3 minutes before I'm like, okay, I can't do this anymore. So, but you gotta watch it in order to tell, like, okay, this is someone who actually colors, this is their actual hobby, they're not just doing it for YouTube views. So, sometimes you just gotta kind of watch what you're watching, because some of them aren't, they're just there for the views and the, you know, they're not, it's not really their hobby per se, or you know, they got sent this stuff and they made a video and then they were like, oh, I got a bunch of views off of this, let me make a bunch more. And it's like, no, don't make any more, because you're kind of pushing back the people who actually color and stuff, and you're pushing their videos back. Those are the videos we want to see. We don't want to see your fake adult coloring video that you've made for views. I'm sorry, we don't. Um, I don't like. I hope it doesn't sound like mean or anything, but I don't know. I can't watch it. I can't. I might not even need to add any black, but let me just add a little bit and see. The black, I think, makes it a little bit more creepy, but you don't need it. But it does add to it, like it makes it a little bit darker. Makes it a lot of bit darker, but it makes it a little more creepy, so that's kind of cool. I don't usually color like creepy things or creepy like color combos, but some of my combos can be used for creepy, so I'll take it. Who knew this green could be used for creepiness? Not me. There Taylor go calling me bougie. Maybe a little. Maybe. But you gotta admit, no one wants to see a fake colorist. I'm sorry. You thinking you're going to go see an actual colorist and you get on there and it's like, oh, it's just someone. And you can tell. It's not like, you know, it's like, oh, you know, they're trying to be colorist or they're trying to know. You can kind of tell when they're not and they're just doing it for the views or because they got sent something. You can tell. The Alexander O'Neill song? Welcome back, Brittany. Who's Alexander O'Neill? I'm terrible with names. You're gonna have to give me something more than the name, that's for sure. Alexander, oh. Okay, you'll DM it to me. I can't check it until after the live, but I am gonna check it. Cause who? So Foxy, did you ever set up your iPad, by the way? Okay, I gotta say, that is one creepy looking arm. Yeah? What do you guys think? Creepy? I think it's pretty creepy. Hopefully, we can make the rest of her look like that. It's still in the box. Oh no. Foxy, Foxy, Foxy. A leather glove. Yeah, I know, right? It kind of does now that you mention it. All right, let's do this face. See how well I can get this face to look like a face without it looking creepy. I mean, it's supposed to look creepy, but I also want it to look like a face still. But it is like really tiny areas, so we'll see how much of this I can get. still somewhat following his lines, but like also adding some of my own because all right. Yeah, she's. I mean, we can see why the guys are denying them, and because she is a sight for sore. Let me be quiet. Anywho, could you imagine? You're just like minding your business on the beach somewhere or something, and you get dragged down into the ocean by one of these things. Sorry for my sensitive watchers. I just talk. But could you imagine that? Like she's like, oh, takes you by the hand. Let's go play some volleyball or something, and then all of a sudden you're getting snatched down. Oh Lord. Linda and Foxy. She is a bit creepy though. I just yeah, so I think I might make her hair like white or gray. Like when she gets down here, she gets like super old and so what are you guys doing today? Anything interesting? I'm gonna be hunting for computer parts. Okay. Okay. Face equally. I probably should zoom in so you guys can see, huh? Okay. Right. So we're gonna do this neck area. You went to Best Buy to purchase an overhead phone stand. It's no good. Oh no. What made you go to Best Buy? I mean, Best Buy is good for like some things, but you can't exactly get a review in Best Buy. I'll have to. What is the name of mine? Is the name of mine on here? It is. Look up Photo Pro. I'm gonna. Photo Pro. Well, that's the name of my. I don't think that's the name of the stand because the actual piece that my phone is in, I think that was from my tripod. The stand itself, it might be by the same people, honestly. But look up Photo Pro. You could look up like Photo Pro desk clamp mount or something. No, they aren't gonna help you. They're just gonna sell you anything so they can get their little. Let me shut up. No, they don't help you much. Very, very, very. They don't. No. Mm-mm. Some of them will help you. Some of them will just be like, "Oh yeah, buy it. It's great," so they can get their little commission for their sale, and they'll sell you a lemon and swear up and down it's gold, and it don't be. Gear. Yeah, see Taylor, you should have came to us. We'll give you some names, cause I didn't do black on the face. I just realized that. With Best Buy, like I said, they'll tell you anything and it'll be crap. So mine has like a bunch of like, so it has like the clamp, and then it has like the piece that's like, connected to the clamp, and you can like wiggle that piece around, and then it has another piece where you could like move it this way, and then it has another piece that you can move this way. You can also move them up and down, and then on top of that sits my phone, and all these pieces move, like they rotate and they move like up and down. So I just took all these out of order. Yeah, so I don't know if that's what Linda meant by gooseneck, but yeah. Linda's probably like, what kind of a demonstration? I'm thinking that's all hair. I would assume she's like super small or something. for a long while, I had like the tripod with like the three little legs, and I would sit it like directly in front of me, and then, but I was constantly like knocking you guys over, and it was okay for a while, and then it broke. It just one day broke, even though I had it for a while. I had it like since the start of my YouTube channel, so it broke, and I was like, oh, so sad, my tripod, oh no. And I was like, well, this will be a good time to get one for my desk, because when I first started my YouTube, I actually didn't have a desk. I was recording like on my bed or on the floor. So one of those things, guys. One of those things. They also have ones that have like lights on them too. Like they'll have like the weird clamp thing with all the pieces, and then it'll have like a big round thing, and you put your phone in the middle. I don't know how sturdy those are though, because that's a lot of going on for like a little mount. So I would just get like the little desk clamp thing that you can kind of adjust, but make sure it's a sturdy one. Don't get like the little, like, there's some on there that'll be like $8, $15. Those are the little flimsy ones. You want to go like 25 bucks and up, because if and read the reviews, because a lot of people will tell you like, nope, it's flimsy, my phone fell. um Look at the pictures. Look at, sometimes they have videos, they'll show you videos of it. uh just kind of like look at that type of stuff. And you need one with a light. Yeah, just make sure that, like I said, it's sturdy, because once you add your phone to that, you have to think about that weight. If it looks cheap, it probably is. I'll say that. Because you said you was going to be recording from your phone too, right, Taylor? While I'm telling you to get a phone clamp. I think that's what you said, if I can remember right. My memory is that of 100-year-old man. So, if memory serves, Yeah, I'm going for creepy spooky, so I'm glad she looks that way. And she doesn't just look like some frog lady. Yeah, from your phone. Okay, cool. Yeah. So a good phone clamp. I mean, my clamp, like I said, I think this is the one for my tripod, and it's by Photo Pro. This thing clamps the crap out of my phone, and it doesn't go anywhere unless I accidentally like knock it like that. But it doesn't like knock the phone out of it or anything. It just moves the entire, thing. It holds your phone pretty well. The actual clamp part, I don't know if it's by the same guys or not. Um, did a piece of my pencil just break off? What was that? No, you lying. Let's see. No, I don't see any pieces. I thought I heard it break. Okay. Um, that shocked me a little bit because I'm like, not my polys. Uh, yeah. So if you're streaming from your phone, yeah, I want to make sure it comes with the clamp because some of them don't. So make sure it comes with a phone clamp if you don't already have one. Yeah. If you're not on Instagram, Taylor. Jeez. I'm like, if I can find the one that I have under my I guess I'll just post it in my community thing. If I can find the link to the one that I have under my I mean, I bought this thing like a couple years ago, so it should still be there maybe. I will post it on my community tab and then you can grab it from there cuz this thing's pretty good. Yeah, I know it's frustrating. I trust me, I know. Cuz when my tripod broke, I was like, "Oh no." I was like, "This is about to suck." Because I have to look for another one. And it did indeed suck. Because the first two I got were total trash. I was like, all right, this is going to be one of those type of things. So I had to like really go and look. And then the one that I got, the clamp that it came with was okay. But the one for my tripod was better. My tripod was amazing. That thing lasted for like 7, 8 years. And then was like, okay, I've lived a good life. I've served you well. You're on your own now. And it just broke. I tried to hold it with rubber bands, but that didn't work out so well. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have to get in something else. Hi, Amy. So I noticed I was looking for like people um, who maybe are coloring in this book. And all I could find when I was looking on YouTube was like flip throughs. I was like, I'm tired of seeing the flip throughs now. I want to see people actually coloring in this without music. I watched My Colorful Country Live. She did the page opposite this one. I had to mute it though because she plays music on hers. So I had to like mute it and like I was doing something else, but I was like also watching. That's the only way I'm able to watch hers is if I mute it and just watch it in silence because I can't do the music, unfortunately. It's it just doesn't work for me. Like I need to hear you talking about your page, what you're using, if it works, if it doesn't work. If you like the way your page is coming out so far, like I need info. And you know, not a lot of people do it that way, unfortunately. They like just they do the coloring, they pop the music on there, put the colors on the thing and be like, all right, here you go, figure it out. And I'm like, I need to know, like, I mean, I can color on my own. I need to know how you feel about your page. Like, How's it coming along? Do you like the combo you chose? Would you have used a different color instead? Like, what's happening here? You just was like, all right, here is the page. This is what I colored. Good riddance. And I'm like, all right. But she colors so beautifully. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to watch you, but I'm going to watch you in silence because I'd rather watch you in silence than listen to that music blasting because it's distracting, at least for me anyway. It's distracting to have the music blaring while you're trying to watch someone, and it's supposed to be like a color along. So it's like, I can't color along with you if I've got the music, and it don't even be. A lot of the times, it's not even good music. It's like just random like hold music or something, and I'm like, no. If I wanted hold music, I'd call a support line or something and just listen to that. I'm trying to listen to you, and but enough about me ranting. But I like my colorful country life, so I have to like I do watch her videos just in silence, like a weirdo. Um, I don't know if I'm the only one that does that, but I can't watch it with the music. All right, last arm. We do have her tail thing to do. Um, and then she's a really great colorist, and I'm like, I like the way she colors. I like her videos, but not with the music blasting in my ears. So and then with another thing, like her, she has a good volume control on hers, but like not every colorist does. So they'll be like, you know, like talking like this, and then it'll be the music, and you're like, what the heck? And I watch my videos at like 2, 3 a.m. So it's like, okay, like what was that? And I'm like, no. And then that'll immediately make me turn it off. I'll be like, no, you just gave me a heart attack, and I can't. Like I have a soft voice, yes, but some of these I don't know if it's because they're not close enough to their phone or whatever they're recording with, and I'm just usually left confused. Like, and then some of them color really good, but it's like, okay, yeah, you color really good, but you are struggling with the volume control, and then you add the music and you don't check. And I'm like, okay, mm-mm. And I tried doing a recording with music, and I was like, uh, no. I was like, this is not for me. So I immediately was like, no, I'm gonna have to just go back to talking on mine because uh, it doesn't work. Because someone had asked me, they was like, can you do one with just music and no talking? And I tried that, and I was like, mm. Like, okay, ma'am, you got your one video. Because I was like that. I told her, I said, that's not really me. I was like, but I don't mind trying something if someone asked me to. Man, I was like, no, not it. Not for me. Hi, Marcia. Oh, you're lurking. Oh, that's fine. Hey, thank you. Thank you. I'm working on her. I'm trying to keep it creepy. Yuki, why are you sitting on your back legs like that? That is crazy. What are you doing? He's like sitting on his back legs and his paws are like up. He's literally sitting like a human. What are you doing, buddy? All right, I tried to be slick and fix his hair. That didn't work out so well. And back to sleep he goes. Okay. Yeah, so I don't know. I can't watch it like that. So unfortunately, I haven't had any luck finding someone else that's coloring in this book with nice chatting. And then they'll oh, what really gets me, they'll put in the chat. I mean, in the title of their video, they'll be like, "Oh, color and chat with me," and I'm like, "Cool." Someone talking, hit the button, and it's like music and subtitles. I'm like, "How is this a chat?" Like, what? I've been bamboozled. So I've been struggling to find, actual color alongs with chatting. There was one lady, she was coloring in a Kirby book. She was doing the koi fish page. And she was talking most of it, and when she wasn't talking, it was just silent. And I was like, "Oh, thank God. There's no blasting music. There's nothing crazy going on here." Like, you know, and I even put in her comments, I was like, finally, somebody who actually, the title is what it says it is. And I know that lady was like, who in the world is this person jumping in my comments? And I was just like, thank you. Please do more videos like this. Don't switch it up because everybody's asking you to, please. Amy's laughing. Yes, I've been on a small rant for the past, like, what, 15 minutes or so. Um, I've been doing a lot of little rants lately. I'm sorry. I promise I don't normally rant like that, but we got to do better here in the coloring community. We got to stop blasting music in people's ears and actually. I know some people don't really like talking and stuff, and I'm not a people person either, but I feel like if you got like why the music? I'm confused. Like, I don't know. If anything, I feel like, speed it up if you feel like you need to, and then just like talk over it. I don't know. Amy's laughing. Amy, I'm sorry. I know Amy's like, what did I come into? But yeah, this is good. Okay, well, I'm glad it's useful to somebody because am I the only one that feels that way? I mean, I know some of you guys don't mind the music. And like even Linda, like when she plays her music like on her streams, it's in the background. You can still hear her clearly. You can hear her. She's talking to us and so on and so forth. Her music is like subtle background music. It's not like blasting in your ears, can't hear her, can't concentrate on what she's doing, have absolutely no idea what's going on because you have a headache now from the music that's blasting. Like, there's none of that going on. So, like, and when Linda be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm playing music bubbles. No, you're fine because your music isn't, making my ears bleed. It's in the background and it's subtle. It's not weird elevator music or whatever they're calling it these days. Like, I like Linda's music. I can sit through her music. I don't know what kind of listen, if you guys are gonna play music, please ask Linda where she's getting her music from and her volume control settings, please. Because some of us just we can't and I don't and honestly I don't know if they realize it. Like, oh, I'm blasting this compared to my voice. It's like someone having a keg party at 2 a.m. and the music is blasting, and I'm like the little old lady next door hitting the walls with the broom, like, hey, be quiet. I don't know. Yeah, and I used to debate that too, Foxy. I would be like, okay, like I knew I wanted to always talk because I don't ever shut up sometimes, but I also knew that I didn't want to play music because I always was like, okay, if I'm playing, how am I teaching someone or helping someone? Or it's not a coloring chat if I'm not chatting and they can't hear me. And, I always had that in the back of my mind. So it was like, how are people calling some of these videos coloring chats? And one, you're not chatting, which is my number one pet peeve. Don't call it a coloring chat. Call it like color with music or something. I don't know. It's not a coloring chat because you're not talking to us. Um, so it's like, the title annoys me because I'll, even on YouTube, I'll search color and chat and then I'll get something like random ASMR non-coloring video, or I'll get one where it's like the person is like a influencer or something, and they're like, "Yeah, color with me," right? And then you got their face on the bigger part, and then you got the coloring book on this tiny little window, and then you just see them doing it. I'm like, what in the heck? I'm like, is this what the coloring is turning into? Can we not? So hopefully, you know, there's someone out there like me that's got more influence on YouTube that can push the normal back to normal, because the music blasting is not normal. I'm sorry, it's not. Okay, now my rant is over. Um, but I'm kind of gonna wrap it up. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do the tail with you guys, because we're already at almost 2 hours. So the last one was like 2+ hours. So, um, but the tail's gonna look like the rest of her. When next week, when I come back, well, I'll probably be on Sunday too. Um, I just noticed there's like a piece right here that should be like red, so I'll color that in too. But cause that's part of the background. I'll probably be on Sunday. We'll work some more on it, and once cause like I said, I'm not gonna um do the entire book with you guys, but I am gonna do a lot. You'll see a lot of work from this book. But at the same time, I think I'm gonna do the top part of this fin red. I mean green. At the same time, you are gonna be seeing a lot of Kirby, because I have decided to make that kind of like my focus book for the year. Focus books. I don't, whichever one I feel like coloring in. So you'll be seeing a lot of that. My UK version is coming on the 30th or the 31st, one of those days. So we'll be able to, I'll do like a comparison live on that. Yeah, we'll be doing a lot of Kirby. I'm working in this one also. So I'm doing the Medusa page, and I'm basing it in Neo 2. So this is Neo 2's only so far. I got a few more snakes to go, and then I will figure out. I think she's gonna be green too. I was trying to figure out if I wanted her to be green or just like regular skin tones. Don't know yet, but I'll probably end up making her green. And then I'm gonna finish the snakes, do something with the background. Maybe I'll do this on Sunday. I'll probably finish the snakes on my own, because I've done 2 videos already doing the snakes. So if you guys want to see that and you haven't yet, they're up. One of them is me ranting about Amazon, so beware. That's part 2. Um, but that's Neo 2's. So that's in the Mythic Animals one. This one was only available at Walmart for a bit, and then they what do you call it? They, I guess, releasing it now everywhere next week or something like that. This weekend, I think Taylor said. So I think I'm gonna use this one to play like with my Neo 2's, because this one is just one of the compilation books. So I'll be playing with my Neo 2's in this one. I'll still be going over it with pencil, but I'm gonna be basing with Neo 2's. I really want to do this page at some point, just because that thing is weird and creepy looking, and I like coloring rocks. I've noticed that. I'm not looking forward to all that water, but you know, it is what it is. And I get to redo this page again, which is nice. I like when I did that page and the other one. I used my Holbeins mostly. With me just trying, I'm so glad to be getting the information early on. Oh yeah, because you know, I mean, that's just me personally. I mean, a lot of people, I think it might be that they do like the music and that's why they keep doing it. And I'm probably just that select person that's like, I don't want to hear that. I want to hear what you think about your page when you're doing it. I want to know, like, because me, you guys know, I'll tell you, I'll put something down and be like, I should have did that this color, da 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 da. But if I had music going, you would never know that. You would just think like, oh, she knows what she's doing. Look at this, look at that. And you guys know, I'll tell you real quick, I don't know what I'm doing. A lot of the times I'm guessing. It's a lot of guesswork. Trial and error. My favorite line. I'll be like, no, no, it's trial and error, I promise you. I do not know what I'm doing a lot of the times. But you wouldn't know that if I had music blasting in your ear. So, yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of Kirby this year. I have Imagimorphia. I have Mythomorphia. I have two copies of that. I have Phantomorphia. I think that's it for the Morphia series. And then I have Worlds Within Worlds, Mythic World, two copies of Alien World. Um, I have the Mythic Animals one I just showed you in Dark Fairy Tales. So if you have the compilation books, um, basically all those ones I just named off, there's pages in the compilation books from all those books. I don't have there was another one. It was like Imagimorphia, Mythomorphia, and there was another one. I think it was another one with like all those little doodle Anamorphia. I don't have Anamorphia either. So I don't have Anamorphia, I don't have Geomorphia, and I don't have the compilation books other than Mythic Animals. So, because I do plan on I want to get Worlds Within Worlds and Mythic Worlds. I want to get the UK version of those. So when I place another, and I should have did it on the same order. No, I think I tried to do it on the same order as my Dark Fairy Tales order, and it wouldn't let me. So when I and it'll be after I upgrade my computer because that's priority number one right now. I'm not even getting any paint pens because I need to upgrade my computer. And you guys know I've been on a paint pen kick, and I'm like, nope, gotta upgrade. So after I upgrade, then I will get um, probably Mythic World, Worlds Within Worlds, and I already have Mythomorphia in the UK version, so I'll snag those two for the UK versions. I already have the UK version of this one coming. Um, I also that's what I forgot to tell you guys. My other copy of my US version decided to show up. So it did show up. So I was telling View I'm probably gonna do a giveaway, but first I'm gonna check with my sister and see if she already got a copy of it or not. And if she doesn't have a copy, then I'll probably give it to her because she likes Kirby too. So because that's kind of what happened with I think the same thing happened with Alien Worlds or no, it happened with Mythic World. I ended up with two somehow. I don't remember how. And I gave the other one to my sister. So she's caught up. I don't know if she has Alien Worlds. She doesn't care if it's the US version or not. Um, her book isn't falling apart as much as mine. I do remember her telling me it was falling apart. But she like colors in the books with her sons and stuff, so she doesn't particularly care. So I might give her my US version of my Alien Worlds, even though I already started a page. Is this the US version? Yeah, I already started a page. And that's this one, but I'm sure she won't mind finishing it for me. I might give her the US copy of this one since I already have the UK version. And then this one, her or her son will color in it. I'm trying to downsize also, so I'll probably give that to her. And then once I get, she already has Worlds Within Worlds. We got that one together. Um, she has Mythic World, so I don't think she has Alien Worlds. So I'll give her that, and then I'll send her Dark Fairy Tales as well. Because if she doesn't have it already, she's yeah, I like Kirby books. Yeah, we cracking down on the Kirby the rest of this year, guys, and then next year, well, the rest of this year and a little bit of next year, and then after that, we're gonna focus on mythographic for next year. I think, unless we're still feeling Kirby, and then we can just roll with Kirby for 2 years. But I do want to get a lot of coloring done in Kirby, my Kirby books. So I'm actually I have half of mine because I'm like trying to I'm putting a lot of things in storage bins and just kind of cleaning up and stuff. I have half of mine to purposely leave out just my Kirby, my mythographic, my mouse guard, and my um small victories, Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, and my Kim Matsuda book. Specific books. And then the rest of them, I'm gonna put them in the storage bin until I get good and tired of these ones, I think. You know, try my color palette. This one here, so far we only got red, brown, and green. This is a come as you go. Unless, oh no, Blue Skies is following along. She's not following this one. She's following this one, right? Blue Skies, you're following the Medusa page. Amy's working in Worlds Within Worlds. Sitting here thinking about the video I did, just cracking up. Oh, Amy. Okay, I'm gonna have to check it out. No, I mean, like I said, if it's someone that I enjoy watching and so on and so forth, if that music is blasting Amy, I'm gonna mute it. I'll tell you right now, I'll watch it, but I'll mute it. Um, Linda like Alien World. Me too. A lot of people didn't like that one, but I actually like that one. And since I got my UK version, I haven't put any color to it, but I do have Worlds Within Worlds. That's the one Amy's working in. I This one isn't falling apart yet, but I can feel like it's what's the word I'm looking for? I can feel it's getting there because it's um I can feel like it's laying flat on its own, and that's when it starts to fall apart for me. And I'm like, yeah, you're falling apart on your own too much for me. But um this one is the one I was working on, the last one I was working on. I took some of the colors to work, and then work I got slammed, so I didn't even get to do anything. So I didn't even touch it. Yeah. View is. She is flying through Dark Fairy Tales. And I love, first of all, her Nutcracker page and that wood that she's got going on is everything. And then her page, because she doesn't have any of the regular ones. She only has the compilation ones. And she's doing a page, and that one is from, I want to say Mythic World. Don't quote me. I think it's from Mythic World. I haven't, yep. So she's doing this page. And that dress and that orange combo that she has going on, oh my goodness. Yes. But this is another one that I need to work more in, but I want to get the UK version because I know that one's going to start falling apart on me. They all are. So I'm like, but I do have this one. I'm scared because this one is starting to lay flat. I did put some, I think Neo 2 or watercolor, and I was going in to shade it. I shaded the turtle. I need to do his shell It looks like I did the trees. Yeah. I need to do like the rest of the house and stuff, but I have some work done in my Kirby books. It's just I bounce around from book to book a lot. And okay, I love this page, but I hate the way I did these outside doors. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah. But take that away. I like the middle part. I could always just do like black over the whole thing, but it's done already. This was done like 4 years ago, so I'm not worried about it. The lady I was talking about, who was talking through her color along, she was doing this page. I've yet to do this page, and I have this page I think in two different books or something similar. But I'm like, and I find myself flipping through his books, and I'm like, I flip through his book so much. It's a wonder I don't have. And I think I was coloring this with you guys, and the water part was like making my hands hurt. So I kind of like stopped, and then I think I did the back with Neo 2s or something. It couldn't have been watercolor. And then I added some like shiny stuff to it, but I didn't put down. That's two different color. Um, whatchamacallits. I didn't write what I used, so but and I really would like to do this page again. I love how the houses turned out. I used like super tips and polys on this page, and then the background was I think Crayola sidewalk chalk or Faber Castell um, soft pastels, one of the two, because I have both. I don't know which one it was, but I love how the buildings turned out. Turned out. The trees turned out pretty good. But I would love to do that page again. So I want to get the UK version of this. It was the sidewalk chalk. Okay, glad somebody remembered because I sure don't. Crayolas, yeah. I think it was because I have like a really big box of it. It's like I think I don't know. There's a lot of them in there though, and they're good for backgrounds. But yeah, so we're gonna be working in Kirby a lot. Yeah, it's a huge box. It is. It's like I mean, it's the biggest box I think. Well, no, it's the second biggest because the biggest one they have I think is just you get each color twice, and I was like, that's way too much chalk. Um, I do want to go outside and kind of play on the sidewalk with it one of these days. But it's a really big box. Yeah, I'll probably like when it warms up a bit because there's like a bunch of little kids that be running around here, and we'll all just color outside or something. But they are really good for backgrounds. Um, and they're huge. They're like that big and like that thick. They're not in here. They're in the living room because I have art stuff in there too. But the next time I'm on, just remind me. Hopefully, I can remember to pull them out before then. But they're huge. They're like um, if if you goes on and hers is nearby, she'll show you guys. But I got like the big set, and they're cheap too. I was in Target and it was like back to school time, and I think they were on sale, so they were like really cheap. And I was like, no way, this cost this much only, and I just snagged the box. But they do have smaller sets, but you guys know me. But the set I have, it has like the glitter ones, it has the neon ones, it has like the ones with multiple colors in it. And the colors are really good colors. They have reds and browns and blues, purples, yellows, oranges. I mean, it's pretty good. Loving the turtle. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm gonna head off here. It's 12:30. I think we've been going for about 2 hours. Um, Is there anything else? I don't think so. Oh, you'll pull it out later tonight. Okay, cool. Yeah. So if you guys want to see what I'm talking about before I pull it out of the closet, View will show you guys, and they're really good. Like I said, for backgrounds, the colors are amazing too. So if I can remember, I'll pull mine out too. I don't know if I'm gonna be on later on tonight or not. If I am, I'll probably pop over on Views if she doesn't mind. If I'm up, but I do. I might be playing the game. I don't know, or stuck in a loop looking for computer parts and upgrades and stuff. So we'll see. But yep. So here's the page again. Before I go, there's our creepy mermaid lady, and I'll do the tail on my own. And then so today we did the rocks over there and the one over there and the mermaid, and we also added black to that so it can kind of stick out a bit on both sides. So yeah, that's what we got. I think Ursula will be either I don't want her bright, so she's gonna be like a dark purple. So I have to come up with a combo because I don't have any purple combos. I just noticed. So figure that out, and then we'll have to figure out like what we're gonna do for these other little bits and bobs. I'm thinking like a really dark blue for like the rocks and the craggles and stuff up here and stuff, and we'll add some. See what kind of dark type of metallics I got. But yep, I'll see you guys later, or it's in the chat of somebody else's. Oh, somebody else's live, and you know, update you guys on Sunday what I've been doing. All right, guys. Bye.